Hey folks, hope you're all good. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little video just to talk about myself really, because when you're like a magician, I don't really want to call it you're putting on an act, but basically you are, you're putting on a different personality to entertain everybody and make sure they're having some fun. So I kind of feel as a magician slash entertainer, you don't really get to show your true personality and who you are, who you are as a real person. Even when you're kind of doing sort of like wedding fairs and stuff, you're putting on this persona, who you're meant to be. Because at the end of the day, when you're a magician, you are creating an act and you're enhancing it, and that's what you put on for folks to have a good time. So yeah, I just wanted to do this video, let you all know who I am as a person, what my interests are. One of the things that I like to do is walk my dog. There he is, running off in the background out in the countryside. Got a big passion for countryside, English heritage. A lot of people that know me personally know that I love a good old castle. Just something about the architecture that really gets my blood pumping around my veins. Some might find that's a bit geeky, but for me, I love it. Visual person I am. Visually love things. Art was always a big thing for me when I was a child. Probably should have moved forward with that because I was well known for being a good artist, but I feel like magic is still portraying that art, that creativity. My brain is always active, it never stops. There's always something I like to create and something new that I like to do. Even though my newer material I do sort of keep for paying gigs really. So my magic journey started about 2 years ago. I had a completely different business, did quite well out of that one, and I've known the kind of self-employed world and realm for quite some time now, so I feel like I've taken to that quite quickly. But being new to things like, newer should I say, to things like the wedding industry, it's a massive learning curve. I've got to meet some great suppliers along the way, and I'm learning from them as each day goes by. As I kind of say, every day's a learning day, isn't it? So yeah, magic for me just gets my mind creative, gets me thinking. There's not a night that doesn't go by that I don't play with a pack of cards or a coin, or trying to think of some different illusion. I'm always working on how to make my act bigger on that subject. I want to give a massive shout out to Richard Parsons, because he's been a massive help for me since I started, giving me some good tips. Sometimes I think we're on the same page. I watched some blog post actually. Someone was going on about he's like your dad. Not in that type of way, Richard, but that fatherly type figure, that person that's like your guardian angel, And I feel like no matter what industry you're in, you've got to look up to someone. So Richard Parsons for me is one of those people, and I'm sure one day when I'm great and successful like you, buddy, I'll be like, see, I knew it was good to follow you. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little video, talk a little bit about me, help you tap into a little bit of my personality and who I am. Because like I said, I feel for all those potential couples and couples that have met me, if you see me at a gig, you don't really know the true me. You don't even know who I am as a person. This secondary person that is the act that I put on to have fun. I was at a wedding fair the other day, and someone said to me, "You're a bit of a cheeky personality, aren't you?" They said, "Was you the naughty boy in school?" I said, "Yeah, I was. Always in isolation." I nearly fell over then. I was always in isolation. I just couldn't really grasp being in class. Probably being dyslexic was one of the reasons for that. But I tell you what, the receptionist in that isolation class, she said, "Adrian, you're a top bloke." So yeah, it goes to show, don't judge a book by its cover. Find out who they are from time. I want to give another massive thank you to my parents for being a big support throughout my life. A completely overwhelming load of support from my missus. She's great, she's always there for me. And then last but not least, massive thank you to all the future gigs for the clients I've booked me for as a wedding magician or corporate magician. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. And a massive big thank you to all the ones that have booked me in the past. You know, without you lot, I couldn't really do it. So yeah, thanks everyone. See you again soon.